Let's talk about something that I don't really hear a lot of people talking about, and this is for first-time vendors who you might be nervous about your first vendor's fair. You might be anxious about your first vendor's fair. Well, I am going to give you something that is free knowledge, and something that's free, and actually is something that is within you. Something that will set you apart from everybody else. And that is yourself. That is your whole self. Do you see this smile? These colors, this all this, all of this is what I take with me to my vendor's fair that no one else can take with them. Okay? When I go to my vendor's fair, because I am prepared. And if you need help being prepared so that you're not anxious about your products, you're not nervous because you don't have enough products, or you didn't have enough time to make your products, or whatever the case is, check out the link in the description box below where you'll learn how I can help you get prepared for your first vendor's e-fair with a checklist and all that wonderfulness. But when you have everything together, then you can now take your confidence. And when you take your confidence, people line up to buy your items. Okay? You make connections with people because now you're more confident. You come and you have this confidence about you, even if it's your first time. I know for my first vendor e-fair, my first vendors event, I had other vendors asking me questions about vendor events like it was my 10th time being there. Like I had people coming up to me asking me questions, and I'm like, I didn't even tell them it was my first time. I was just like, oh, I don't know. Like, ask this or ask that. Now, there was a few people, or one or two people who I connected with, where I did tell them like, oh yeah, this is my first one. And I'm glad I did. I opened up to them because, again, being myself, being my confident self, they gave me more, she gave me more insight about other vendor markets that I can apply for and go to, which was very helpful to me. But something that you definitely need to take is yourself, is the colors that you like to wear, and the clothing that you like to wear, the things that represent your brand. And if you're a boutique owner, wearing your products and wearing them, okay? Wearing them, being the model for your brand, wearing your products and coming with a smile and all your teeth showing, and this just welcoming and inviting energy. I don't like to really say energy, but just be welcoming and inviting. And you can do that. Like, it is totally possible. I was able to do it for my first vendor event, and I did a great job selling. I did not have everything, I was like, okay, yeah, I know next time I'll bring this, or next time I won't bring this. I think I may be over prepared, which was fine. But anyways, I say all that to say like, people will come, people will approach you if you're approachable, and if you are like confident, and if you are out there, and if you're your 100% self. Like, that's something that you can't pay for, that you can't buy. That's just something that you have to have. Right? That's just something that comes from within. And it's very important that you take that, because I see people at the vendor events and they're sitting down and they're just like, even if the market is slow or something like that, they might be sitting down because they're maybe not happy with what's going on. That's my alarm. I'm gonna let it keep going. But that doesn't have to be you. Like, you can still be standing up and interacting with the people who are, visiting your booth and making those connections, because just like I have done in the past, where I have made sales after the market just because people are just like so drawn to me and my personality. And no matter what your personality is, as long as it's positive, you don't have to be extroverted. Like, you know what I mean? You can be introverted, but still just show up. Show up for your events with confidence, and that will go a long, long way. All right, that's my timer. I got to do something else. I'm making these earrings for my fan. I'm so excited. I will see you in the next video. Bye.